Next up was Aaron Kelly, and he decided to sing My Girl by The Temptations. I was groaning at the song choice, but then when I heard the arrangement, I was like, okay, he could possibly make this work. I thought he was one of the better ones tonight. However, I'm kind of conflicted. Now, the first half had better vocal. However, I felt like his energy and his tone didn't match the tone of the arrangement in the first half, but he had good vocals. The second half, now, those vocals weren't as good as the first half. However, the second half, it really matched the tone of the song. And it felt like more in the pocket, if you kind of get what I'm saying. So I would have preferred it if he had the best of both worlds. Look at that, I'm saying Miley Cyrus phrases. But anyway, I wish he had the best of both worlds, because I really thought that would have been a great version. I disagree with Simon wholeheartedly. I really did think he made the song his own. I just think it needed a bit of tweaking. But good on Aaron, because he knows who he is. You know, I can see it. He's a country artist. Simon, do not mess with him. Do not let him go the Justin Bieber route, because I can't stand Justin Bieber, and it's apparent that Aaron Kelly didn't want to be the next Justin Bieber. Next up was Tim Urban, and he decided to sing Come On Get Hired by Matt Nathanson, and I was cringing because of the fact that I wanted Alex Lambert to sing the song so much, as I mentioned last week, and Tim Urban, of all people, had to sing it. So here's the thing for me. I really felt that he picked a decent enough song for him. It's more in his lane than Apologize was. He still had some pitch issues because he was falling flat on notes where I know he could hit. Again, there's no subtlety in his voice. It's all like chest voice, and he's just singing it out there. There's no heart to it, and there's no dynamic to it. So it's like amateurs singing night at the Apollo, and everyone's saying womp womp. And hopefully I get my wish and he goes home on a high note. And Alan, please do not let Tim go on Glee. He would ruin the show for me. Next up was Lee DeWise, and he decided to sing Lips of an Angel by Hinder. And this song can be cheesy at times, but I kind of like it. And I think it was a good fit for Lee. However, I felt like the vocal was a bit messy. When he started, I thought it was okay. I felt that he was too nasal. But when it started to kick in, and especially in the chorus, his tone shined. I thought it really fit the song. But however, watching him was uncomfortable. It was like Alex Lambert all over again. He was so nervous. I felt like his pants were about to fall at any minute, and we were going to have like a wardrobe malfunction. You know, poor guy going to have his boxers shown on TV. And on top of that, I really felt that he was hunching his shoulders. And because he was hunching his shoulders, he couldn't hit the notes like he could hit the notes, I thought. You know, if he had relaxed, I think he would have hit those notes well. But in essence, the hunching really threw off his pitch. I felt he was too flat. And he really couldn't sing the I don't remember why. You know, and that, I felt he was just doing it in his chest voice. Just get out, because he was too tight. But all in all, I thought he was one of the better ones tonight. Okay, so here is my ranking for the top 10 guys this week. Number 1, put Alex Lambert number 1 because I really think he's growing. I absolutely love his voice. And he's becoming more comfortable. I felt like he was one of the best of the night. Now, I was fighting between him and putting Michael in the top spot, but I just enjoyed Adam slightly more than I did Michael. Number 2, Michael Lynch, because of the fact that he did a solidly good job. He had a great performance. If he had a bit more soul squeezed out of that song, I probably would have put him in my number 1 spot. Number 3 was Aaron Kelly. Number 4 was Lee DeWise. Number 5 for me was Todrick Hall. I really think the judges threw him under the bus. Number 6 was Andrew Garcia. And the remaining 4 guys are kind of interchangeable for me. But for number 7, based on vocals, John. 8, Jermaine. 9, Tim. And rounding out my bottom is Casey James. Now, Casey James had a really good performance last week, and I feel that's going to carry him on for a couple weeks into the top 12. So I don't think he's going home at all. As for who I think is going to go home, Tim is going to go home, along with, I want to say John Park, but then a part of me is thinking that Jermaine's attitude is going to be put off by a lot of people. And the two people that I think are actually going to go home is John Park and Tim Urban. I would like it to be Jermaine Sellers because of his attitude, but I think some people actually like that, and they're going to vote for him solely on his personality. So that, even though I feel like Jermaine Sellers should be going instead of John Park was just too forgettable, and I really think that it's Tim and John being kicked to the curb. Once again, Wednesday, I am working at night, so I'm not going to see the performances right away for the girls, but as soon as I watch that, you're going to get a commentary from me. So until next time, guys, love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all.